Welcome back. So yesterday we finished adding all of our information to our poster, and I went ahead and did a little bit more work with outlining, and you should do that too. I made a choice to not outline this part and this part because I think it would actually make it harder to read because the size of the letters, if I went over it on top of that, I think they'd start to run into each other. So I did highlight my bullet points, and I'm going to do some other things to make certain pieces of the information really stand out. So come on around. So one thing I'm going to do just to make it look nice is add a little blue accent to my first letter of each word. Just makes it stand out from far away and look a little bit more finished. Okay, so then I'm going to talk about Congress. So I think I'm going to do the outline on each of those. You can choose your own way to do this, but I always really like it when a poster is really neat and polished looking because it really gets people's attention. Okay, so I've got Congress here, and then I want to show that there's two different sections. This is really important because that's the definition. So I'm going to give that a little underline, a little color accent, like that. And then I think what I'm going to do here with the House of Representatives and the Senate is do those in two different colors. So I'm going to use green for House of Representatives. I'm going to outline those first letters, and then I'm going to go over this underline in green. Okay, and then for the Senate, I'll do that in blue, just so that you can see that they're two separate things. Right? And then maybe to make it a little more clear, I always like making arrows. Just kind of a cool graphic. Right? Okay, Federal Republic. Break it up and give a little touch of red to this one. Okay, and then I think I'm going to add some color to the outline of this box too, because this definition is really important. I want people to notice it. Okay, and maybe across the top as well. So again, you don't have to use the same colors or do it exactly the same way as me. I just want you to think about where are those really important pieces of information that need to stand out. How can I separate different ideas from each other? Okay, now for laws about slavery, it's such a serious topic. I don't want to do a lot of frills here, but I'm just going to add a little detail here. Did my bullet points, and then maybe an underline. Okay. Maybe just the first word of each okay. Okay, and there it is. My poster is done. I think it's clear and legible. Just to review the information, these are the next steps in the United States' attempt to set up a country that will thrive. They set up a Congress as part of the Great Compromise. They came up with a House of Representatives and a Senate so that they could have two different ways of sending representatives. For the House, it's based on population. For the Senate, it's just 2 representatives from each state, no matter how big or small the state. And then now we're talking about a federal republic. So this means that the power in government is split between the states and the federal government, federal or national government. Either, you could call it either one. With the states making laws about local issues like education and business and local taxes, things like that, and the federal or national government making laws and decisions about things that affect the entire country altogether. Things like having an army, how to interact with other countries, stuff like that, okay? And then finally, the saddest part of this is the laws that were passed about slavery. The first was just to allow slavery to continue. The next was the 3/5 clause, whereby the number of slaves would add to the total population. They'd look at the number of slaves and count 3/5 of that number towards the population, which would then give them more representation in the House of Representatives. And then finally, if an enslaved person did manage to escape and they were caught, they would be sent back. They would not have achieved freedom through that brave act. Okay, so there you have it. I hope that you have a really nice collection of projects now about establishing a new government, and that you're really remembering this stuff. All right, good work, and we'll see you next time. Bye.